On today's episode, we dive into some of the most exciting developments in space exploration. SpaceX is preparing to push Starship to its next frontier. Blue Origin is showing real progress with New Glenn, and China's rocket programs are making bold strides to keep up in the global space race. Let's start with the headline grabber. SpaceX is gearing up for the 7th test flight of its Starship rocket, a vehicle that's set to redefine space travel. This upcoming test marks a major turning point as SpaceX edges closer to transitioning Starship from experimental flights to full-fledged missions. The highlight of this flight? It will be the first time Starship carries and deploys a payload in space, a key milestone in proving the rocket's capabilities for commercial use. This weekend's mission will deploy 10 Starlink simulators, designed to mimic the size and weight of the next-gen Starlink 5-3 satellites. Weighing nearly 2 metric tons each, the V3 satellites are a significant upgrade from previous versions. While Starship will eventually carry up to 54 of these satellites in one launch, a staggering 100 metric tons of payload, this test flight will only carry 10, totaling around 20 tons. Here's where it gets fascinating. SpaceX is using a unique payload release system. Dubbed the PEZ dispenser, this clever mechanism pushes satellites out one by one through a slot at the rear of the spacecraft. While this test is mostly about the deployment process, there's an added twist. The payload will only be in space for a brief time before re-entering the atmosphere and splashing down in the Indian Ocean near Australia. But the real showstopper is the Starship itself. This mission introduces the upgraded Block 2 Starship, which boasts some exciting new features. First up is the redesigned nose flap, which is sleeker and more aerodynamic, improving re-entry performance. Then there's the enlarged fuel tank, which holds 25% more propellant. This upgrade increases Starship's overall efficiency, extending the range and payload capacity of the rocket. A standout innovation being tested is a new metallic heat shield tile with active cooling. This heat shield system uses tiny perforations to bleed water or fuel through its surface, dissipating the intense heat generated during re-entry. The concept, first proposed by Elon Musk in 2018, could revolutionize spacecraft durability. But wait, there's more. Block 2. Starship also features vacuum-jacketed fuel lines to keep the fuel colder for better efficiency. A powerful flight computer equipped with Starlink and GPS integration for enhanced navigation, and an upgraded camera system. This system will stream live, high-definition footage of the mission using Starlink for global coverage. To top it all off, SpaceX will be reusing a Raptor engine from a previous booster, a crucial step toward their goal of full reusability. Now let's shift our attention to Blue Origin, SpaceX's rival in the private space sector. After years of delays, Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket is finally making headlines. The company recently completed a critical engine test, and the rocket is closer than ever to its first launch. At 7 meters wide and towering 320 feet tall, New Glenn is a true giant. While it's smaller than Starship, it's still larger than any other operational rocket. New Glenn's debut mission will carry a mock payload to test its systems. If successful, Blue Origin will take another step toward certification for national security missions and commercial satellite launches. Like SpaceX, they aim to recover their rocket booster for reuse, a technology that has become the gold standard in modern rocketry. Meanwhile, over in China, the competition is heating up. The China National Space Administration, CNSA, and its private counterparts are working on cutting-edge reusable rocket technology. The new Long March 12A, China's first reusable rocket booster developed under a state-led program, is set to debut soon. This rocket marks a significant leap forward, putting China closer to matching SpaceX's Falcon 9 capabilities. On the commercial side, companies like Landspace and Pioneer Space are developing their own reusable rockets. Landspace's Zhuke 2 is particularly noteworthy, as it became the first methane-fueled rocket to reach orbit in 2024. These innovations reflect the growing ambition of China's space program, as they aim to compete not just on Earth, but in the final frontier as well. 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling years for space exploration. From SpaceX's cutting-edge Starship advancements to Blue Origin's long-awaited progress and China's rapid developments, the race to dominate space has never been more intense. So, what do you think? Is this the year humanity truly becomes a multi-planetary species? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest in space exploration.